David Tennant has been here, there and everywhere for Doctor Who, but is he ready to give it up? Since leaving Doctor Who in 2010, David Tennant has gone on to appear in Big Finish Doctor Who audios.
Unless we find a way to escape this dimension, space-time is going to fold in on itself, taking us with it. I wouldn't try threatening me, Major. People do that an awful lot, and it never ends well. I'm taking this place down. It ends today.
Doctor Who games.
I'm the Doctor. Just probably not the one you were expecting.
The Muppets show.
It's not a lightsaber. It's a sonic screwdriver. Much cooler.
Family Guy.
We've got to return to the 21st century.
We can't go into the time machine right now.
But they're going to kill us all.
All right, just 1 second.
The guy loves being in Doctor Who so much so that he convinced Russell T to become the Doctor again. That's an obsession. That's borderline obsessive.
What?
I mean, how funny does this 60th celebration poster look with 2 David Tennants on there? I love that poster. It's very funny. Regardless, the man has loved the show since he was a kid and has an incredible passion for the show, and that is very, very evident. But I mean, he has been doing a lot for the show, so I put it to you guys on Twitter. Do you guys think that David Tennant will stick around after the 60th, or will that be it? Surely the man is ready to settle down and leave Doctor Who in the past, right? Right? And there were some very, very good responses on Twitter. You guys did very well. So we'll get into that, but before we do, please consider subscribing to this channel, pretty please. We are trying to reach 30,000 subscribers, and if we can beat Troy, my Doctor Who co-host, that would be great. It's not a tight race, but I reckon we could do it. Of course, please like the video as it does help the algorithm. Thank you, appreciate it. But anyways, do we think this 60th will be the last time we see David Tennant? I think so, but then again, we all thought the same about Tom Baker, and he turned up as a curator in the 50th. That is a very good point, and a lot of comparisons to David Tennant have been, of Tom Baker, because, they were both universally recognized, loved doctors within the show and have quite a high recognition factor to them. And so famously, Tom Baker didn't return for the 5 Doctors, and, his return in the 50th was his first return to the show in years, in a long time. So will David Tennant do the same after the 60th? I don't know. Probably not. I think we're likely to see him in the 70th. And if they ever want to do a multi-Doctor story that isn't an anniversary that includes 10, he'll probably do it. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. He probably would. If Russell's writing it, yes. If Steven's writing it, yes. If anyone's writing it and he gets a role to be the Doctor, yeah, he'll probably do it, right? Right? Hi, people watching Crispy's video. Very funny. Well played, Liam. Well played. I reckon he'll always come back for anniversary specials until he's no longer able, like Troughton. I'm hoping we don't see him again in RTD2 after these specials, at least. It's actually the first time I've seen, David Tennant be compared to Troughton. Everyone's always like, oh, he's the next Tom Baker. But how many specials was Troughton in? He was in specials. My classic knowledge isn't all up to par yet. But let me have a look. He appeared in the 3 Doctors in 1972, the 5 Doctors in 1983, and the 2 Doctors in 1985. Yeah, no, the man loved Doctor Who. And what a great Doctor. What a fun guy. I don't think it'll be the last, but I definitely think it's the last time he'll be featured in any sort of way. Minus maybe spin-offs. Do you mean he won't be like the Doctor, like the main Doctor? I don't know what you mean. On screen? Nah, no way. He's one of the most universally loved Doctors and he loves the show. I'd say the 70th is an easy bet if the show goes. Until then, Jade? What? Yes, the show has to go on, right? Right? I mean, Doctor Who's been cancelled before, so who's to say? I don't know. But yes, the 70th in 2033. That is a long way away. My goodness, but yeah, he'll rock up for sure. He'll rock up. He loves a multi-Doctor story. What are you guys on about? This comment's actually from fellow YouTuber JXC. So, hello, Jay. No, I think he's likely to come back for future anniversary specials as well. It's not a guarantee, but I can imagine the 70th, 75th, 80th, 90th, and possibly even 100th anniversary may be celebrated with multi-Doctor stories, for which he may want to return. Will he be alive? How old is David Tennant right now? David Tennant is 50 years old, so what? He'd be 91 by the time the 100th comes around. I mean, sure, he'd give it a go, yeah. The 100th anniversary of Doctor Who? I was just trying to fathom 2033. Now, what year is that? 2063, right? Yeah, my goodness. I don't even know if I'll be around then. I kind of hope it's the last time we see him for a while, but on the whole, it most definitely won't be the last time. Yeah, okay, I think that's a really good way to put it, because are we David Tennant fatigued? I mean, I find that a very hard thing to wrap my head around, because I will never be sick of David Tennant, ever. But, you know, maybe he will be fatigued of Doctor Who at the end of this year. Be like, wow, maybe I shouldn't have taken the gig up. Nah, I'm kidding. He loves it. What am I talking about? It could be the last time we see him, but we'll definitely hear him in Big Finish. It's a very good point. He'll make those audios until he's 100 years old, you know, past the 100th anniversary of Doctor Who, apparently. How many Big Finish box sets has David Tennant done? Big Finish. This is a segment I like to call Googling with Crispy Pro. Oh my goodness, he's in other audios, not just Doctor Who stuff. He does stuff outside of Doctor Who. I'm kidding, he does some exceptional work outside of Doctor Who. I'm just starting Good Omens now, after however many years since it's been out. And he's brilliant in that. He's great. I mean, wow, the list kind of goes on and on and on, doesn't it? He's got one with Alex Kingston? What? I need to listen to some of that, I think. Wow. Cool. And then, of course, we have Ducky Hoovian with this very thought-provoking response. Maybe. I think you're right. If I were to summarize the thesis of this video, the reason, the title, yeah, maybe. Thank you so much. So what have we learned, fine people of the internet? I think we've learned that, yes, he's one of the most universally beloved. Yes, he does any gig related to Doctor Who. He absolutely loves it. And he'll probably come back for the 70th, the 80th, the 85th, and the 100th anniversaries of Doctor Who. I don't think David Tennant is going anywhere anytime soon, but there is, of course, a possibility that, you know, he might be done. He might be done, but realistically, no. But hey, those are just my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think David Tennant will come back for anniversary specials, still be involved in the show, or do you think he'll be done at the end of 2023? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll read them, I'll like them, I'll reply, do all that good stuff, you know? Please like this video, please subscribe if you have not already. As I said, we are trying to get to 30,000, and I would really appreciate it. Check out the Patreon, we got some really cool exclusive videos on there. Right now I'm doing an experiment, which we're gonna see if it pays off. But anyway, yes, please like, sub, and I'll see you all very, very soon. And in the words of the 10th Doctor, I mean the 14th Doctor, allons-y!